Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? Maybe I could just. Yeah, never mind. 音でっか。グラブルの音でっか。やめとくわ。どうしよう。BGM。あんまりジャズ気分じゃないしな。ラップ気分でもないし。やっぱグラブルかな。そうだね。Let's see. こんなのはどうだい？いいんじゃない？さて。どうもこんにちは。こんにちは。Selamat siang, senang saudara. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anobaith. I haven't streamed in. If my calculations is right, I haven't streamed in more than a month, which is, nothing new for me. But hi. I've been busy, as you could tell from what happened last month with the urgent commission thing. I figured I should probably talk about it at some point, explain what happened, but I should probably talk about it on stream instead of like through text, because then through text and on tweet feels like a bad idea. So I guess we'll explain. Hello, hi, very welcome, Irashai. So today is Komifuro and also Nijifest, and I believe also another event in America. So it's 3 otaku events at once on 3 different parts of the world. So that's interesting. Maybe there's more in the different other parts of the world, but I know 3 big ones that is happening right now. I'm not going to Kamifuro, as you can tell, and I'm also not in Japan, obviously. So yeah, I'm just stuck here. I'm just here doing my things. What was I thinking? Right. I can explain what happened with the urgent commission, which I found out from doing it that colored sketches and maybe shaded sketches, but no one has asked for that yet. But colored sketches are fairly simple for me to do. They generally take me like about 1 to 2 hours to make, and feels like it's a pretty good way for me to earn and do something with it cheap, you know. I wanted to sell myself cheaper. I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to sell it at $10, but I've been told that there's a price limit, minimum price thing, you know, $15. So I figured I should probably not sell myself that cheaply, and I do know that selling myself too cheap will break the market price, and maybe even make people think that I'm one of those art sweatshops, which I'm not. I'm a person. I want to sell myself cheaper, or too cheap as well, out of context. You can take that as out of context as much as you'd like for it. But yeah, I figured I should probably price myself much more reasonably, which to me is unreasonable, because I'm not very well off, so I usually price myself in a way that I think I would forgive myself for buying and also for selling. But unfortunately, that's not how it works with international market. In local market, I'll give local prices. I'll cheapen out, especially for oomphs, but otherwise I'll have to force myself to sell cheap. I remember there was this one time I wanted to make an open commission for what was it? VTuber assets. Found out, well, I wanted to sell it for like what, $5, $10 cheap, $10, I don't know, something like that. It's like really cheap, because I thought, yeah, these are silly stuff. $5 minimum and an increase with difficulty sounds great for me, especially in the local market, I guess. But like the post got a bit of a number of likes, a bit of a shares, and I've been told that, and then immediately my friends tell me that I'm not allowed to sell myself that cheap. I think it was like $5 or $10, I don't know. Hello, this is all welcome. So I increased the price. I don't regret it. It does make me think like what would have happened if I kept the price that low, especially at the time when people still don't know anything about like Indonesian sweatshops, art sweatshops at least. I don't know. I just like the idea of having I have this mindset that I shouldn't sell too much, you know. I shouldn't be selling too much to like, frankly, I try to sell things in a manner that is reasonable to me within my spending, because I think, well, like, if I think it's unreasonable for me to spend this much, and then it makes no sense for me to be selling that much. But again, I have to keep telling myself, no, it's okay, I should probably not do that. And then one of the ways for me to do this is to just look at some acquaintances, friends, or just people that I know, other artists that I know of. Not necessarily friends or anything, just, you know, just any artist that I know of that is like, I suppose, maybe on the same skill level, on my own perception, it's like somewhat of a same skill level, or somewhere along that range, and I look at their price and I go, yeah, you know what? If they can sell for that price, hey, I'll sell for that price too, or slightly cheaper. Obviously, when I see a lot of artists, when I see other artists, I think a lot of the times I don't think that we're on the same level. I usually think that they're much better than me because they could probably do things that I couldn't. But I tend to copy how, well, not entirely copy, but like use other people as reference for like how I should price myself. Talking so much. I haven't streamed in a while. Feels weird to be talking in, like on the mic, but yeah, all this to say, I have this thing which I haven't put into my intros or anything on my OBS, which is this. Where's that thing? This thing. I now have this thing open and ready for me to accept commissions of this type over at Vegan. I should make this kind of thing, this kind of visual, but like for local prices. But for now, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is like the good price? What do you think is like kayak enaknya harganya berapa ya kalau misalkan jualan kayak ginian di harga lokal? Like obviously 200,000 rupiah for this is too much. Let's be for real here for a second. I know there's a price, minimum price, you know, but local market as it is, we're all struggling for money and jobs. I'm not sure what the buying power of our fellows are. I feel like even pricing this as 100,000 rupiah is like a bit much already. 50,000 rupiah? Insane? Sounds insane, but maybe 50,000 rupiah. Like I'm not even gonna differentiate the prices between the colored sketch and shaded sketch. I'm just gonna make it the same price, like 50,000 rupiah. Like I'm not even gonna care. 50,000 rupiah sounds like a very reasonable price for local markets. That being said, I'm gonna have to charge slightly more because I am gonna be taking I'm gonna be getting cuts because I'm gonna be opening commissions through Traktir if that's the case. So there's that. 50k is way too cheap. Got it. Again, I'm just like basing this off like 50,000 rupiah is like 1 or 2 meals depending on where you live and how you live, and say like it doesn't pay the rent but it does pay some of the groceries. But okay, 50,000 rupiah too cheap. I'll increase it to 80,000 rupiah. 80,000 rupiah feels like 100,000 rupiah, so maybe 75,000 rupiah. How about 75,000? 75,000 for a colored sketch and then 50,000 for a shaded sketch. How about that? That sounds great to me. How about 75,000 untuk colored and 50,000 for shaded? Sounds reasonable. Maybe. I don't know. I need like creative juices. I need leisure. I need creative juices. I need strength. I need motivation. I need to stop being depressed and stop thinking about it once a day. I need to figure this out somehow. Like I could probably go around through like Facebook commission groups to figure out how people are pricing themselves, but then I go there and that reminded me how cheap everything is over there, and it makes me want to sell everything for cheap. it feels awful to be selling for like a, you know, reasonable, I suppose a reasonable price for myself, but again, what can I do? Yeah, I'll think about it. Like 75,000, 50,000 maybe. If 50,000 for color sketch is too much, too cheap, then I suppose it's the best price I can do is 75,000 sampai 100,000. 100,000 is I think like the limit. I don't think people are gonna be willing to pay for 100,000 for a colored sketch when they can be using that money to get food and games. 100,000 is like one indie game, maybe two depending on what kind of indie game you're buying. So that's something to consider. Anyway, I do need to make samples though, so that's part of the reason why I'm doing this stream, is because I wanted to make some kind of like some levels of samples to some extent at least. But I just don't have any idea on what to draw. I've been considering drawing Grand Blue Fantasy characters, but they're like hard to do. It's hard to explain what it is about Grand Blue Fantasy characters, but they're really daunting to start drawing for me. Like, I love Grand Blue Fantasy, but I almost have never actually drawn anything from Grand Blue Fantasy except for a few times that I did, which means I don't have a lot of experience in drawing the characters. As much as I like drafts, it's a very different when I'm actually trying to draw them. I have to be extremely conscious of the proportions, the anatomy. Their body proportions are very different than the usual characters, and then Harvins like Lalafels are also have very different body proportions. And then not to mention, you know, their outfits, the details that they have, the art style, the face, so many things I have to consider when I'm actually drawing Grand Blue characters, or just any character really. I think I'm realizing now that I'm in a rut. I am like looping back around to having no drive to do anything after a number of things that I've done. You know, I did some commissions. I did this thing. I'm gonna have to zoom that out just in case YouTube thinks it's a bad drawing, but I did that. That was fun. What else did I do? I already showed this one, I think. This was a while ago. I'm very proud of this one, I think. I think I did quite well on the rendering of the metals and the material in the bodysuit. I tried my best to make sure that each material have their own different way of rendering them. Like the metal plates have different way they reflect lights, and like the body is like some kind of like I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's different than metal. And then there's a bit of the skin suit ones that looks like it's like a bit of a fabric over there. So that's that. What else did I do? I think this music is making me really slow. It's making me go dum 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 dum. Yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to talk about the reason why I did the commission thing, but I don't know if the people who sent money or the commission is actually welcoming school. Is so funny. Are here or not? But I'm just gonna say it out loud. My family went to a scary spot in which we needed quick bucks, like as soon as possible, like in 2 days, in 2 days soon as possible was what happened. simply put, if we didn't get the money, then it would have put our family in a debt, which would be devastating. So I had to try to get some money, and luckily I didn't get that much in terms of the commission. It was a bust apparently. My art style was not that welcoming, I guess. My art style and my algorithm is not great, unfortunately. I have to admit that I don't think that my art style and my social media algorithm is doing great. But the people who usually already commission me anyway came around and commissioned me, and even there was even someone who just sent money straight up without actually asking for anything. So really helped by the kindness of people. I can't even say kindness of strangers because I know most of them. So very thankful about that, about how it turned out. And family's doing fine now. We managed to escape the situation just fine. A bit of a slight hubris and a series of unfortunate situations. A series of unfortunate things happening is a bit of a theme, I think. I think I might draw my OCs, if I could even call them that. How people just have this like love of their OCs, and like whenever people like other artists seem to just have this way where they draw their characters with like, well, characters, personality, story, backstory. I don't have any of that. I didn't grow up with any of that. Like, it's not like my creativity was snuffed as a kid or anything. It's just that I don't know what happened, but it just never struck me to do any of that. I guess it was just never part of my creative process to be creating characters that live and breathe in their world, which is a weird thing to say, I feel like, as an artist, because a lot of artists that I know, they have OCs. They interact with other artists through OCs and through making their own things. Feels like I just draw. Without having a lot of thought in behind it. It gives me a bit of a snag. Well, sometimes the OCs are the point. Big dollhouse gaming. Yeah. Like a lot of people have a lot of artists are like that, I think, and it looking at all the successful people around me, it feels like that's like the thing that people do. So they snack them against each other, and then the story comes from there. I don't have that. I don't know. I don't know why and how that's not a part of my creative process, or just it's just not in my mind at all. I feel like everybody has this. It's like almost everybody that I know of that are artists have this. Even if it's just like a persona. Like somebody makes, like if like a person has a persona character, they like would draw that persona character so much and make them live in a world. I feel like I can never not that I can never, but it never came around to me to do the same things that everyone else is doing. I think there's this thing, I think it's like this bit of a thing with like the creative process where, like, how sometimes when you're making something and it goes like, it just comes to your mind as you up as you go along with it. It goes on a eureka kind of moment, like, or like it just comes to you, man, like just almost naturally. I don't have a natural. It just doesn't come to me naturally to have these things, like creating characters and stuff. There was a number of attempts where I tried to create characters. It all just kind of ends up being like a bit of a just me, really. It's like it's either just me or like the state of my mind at that point. Not a lot of creativity. Not a lot of oxygen in there. Again, it really doesn't help probably that I did not interact with artists that does these things. Why did I not interact with artists anyway? I think I did. It's just I think I did interact with artists. I just for some reason never got to there. Like these little designs that I'm making is probably one of my first real attempts at creating some kind of OC. In even like they don't have a story or anything, but like the closest thing that I can think of that is like similar to what other people are doing. You know how like there's this thing called art fights, I guess I found out, and then there's in Indonesia there's like battle royale, and what else is there? Like I think the problem is that a lot of these communities are like roleplay communities, OC roleplay communities, which I don't know how or why I never got into it. Like I think I needed some kind of like introduction to it, and I'm not, because like I guess I'm like too socially inept to be able to like get a click to just put myself in the position of doing it and joining in. Like even if I do see it, I never actually just end up joining in. Which is being some aspect of yourself and or emotion is kind of part of the course. It's also a form of self-exploration. And like in Japan there's like Pixie Fantasia, I remember. I tried joining Pixie Fantasia once. I made like a bit of a design. I remember this. I tried making some what do you call it? A design for a character that fits there, and I'm realizing that there's no meat in the design and the story that I wrote for the character. There's no real depth to the story of the character. There's not a lot of creativity in the design of the outfits of the character, and it's kind of just snuffed itself out. Of course, like now, growing up, I realized that I shouldn't think too hard about it. I should just make it. But you know, again, it's not something that came naturally to me. Making OCs, joining communities. I think my biggest problem with joining communities is that I needed to be invited to join. I can't just like push myself into a place and interact with people. I could say hello and ask for a question, but I can't like join. I don't know. I'm fucked up in the head, I think. All this to say, I have this succubus vampire thing. I don't know what to do with her. I also have the 7 Sins designs and don't know what to do with them. I made them. I didn't think too hard about where to go about that. When I still had some writer friends, they tell me like, if I'm like thinking about making a story, I should consider like, what's the point of the story that you wanna make? What's the end goal? What's this and that? And it's like, yeah, I could consider something. I did think about that. A lot of the things I try to make at the end of the day always just ends up being like a form of expression of my mental state. Which is to say, they all end up being something about how being antisocial. Not antisocial, but like being lonely and depressing and self-harm-y. But that's a long time ago. Now I made the 7 Sins characters free of those thoughts. All I think about while I was making the 7 Sins girls was that I want them all to show their belly to some extent. There needs to be belly button piercing, and they need to be horny designs to some extent while following the 7 Sins theme. The theme of 7 Sins. Maybe if I keep this up, at some point I'm gonna get to a point where I start coming up with stories and worlds of these characters, for these characters. But for now, no, it's not there yet. The 7 Sins characters, they don't have a story, they don't have a world. I thought about it, I tried to think about it as much as I can. Nope, nothing came out. Nothing came out of my head, to my mind about like what kind of world it should be. It made no sense to me. Well, you are your biggest critic, so there is that. Maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe people just don't have the same amount of like self-criticism when they're creating something. Maybe they don't think about it that hard. Maybe they just fully let go and express their desires when they're creating something. Maybe. I feel like the nose should be like a bit lower because of the shadow that I did it. This is a weird, kind of weird how it looks here. You know, maybe the welcome school here is actually making me depressed, yeah. I'll stop talking. I'll stop talking for a bit. I'll just sketch. That's the idea for today anyway. Just want to stream, sketch, and then probably just gonna go back to work once I'm done. I have a bit of work to do, but I probably should finish by tomorrow. So... You know, should probably just delete this VOD if I look back at this and think that I was a bit too depressed. It's just some sketches anyway. And me yapping about my mental states and my how I didn't do the same thing that other people did. Let me continue GBA for a bit. Yep, there you go. After this one, I'm gonna cheer myself up by listening to Vicky. Welcome to the parade. Come on, welcome to the parade. その大事な願い僕に預けてくれないかい I love that song. Makes me feel real happy. So when it comes to boobs, when they're drooping like this, that means the lighting should be... How should the lighting be? Maybe something more like this? Hmm. Oh, hey, you want to hear something? You want to see something fun? I tried to come up. I had a stupid idea to come up with a your character here type of commission. It's really stupid. It's really silly. But do you know of this? Do you know of this? Recent discovery that there is a old a gay magazine from like the, I don't know, the 19 somethings, like the 19, I don't know, 60s or something, 1980s maybe. I thought maybe I can make your character here with this template. I don't know. Maybe I should probably I should probably look up like how people do your character here's templates, and I should probably like polish from there. I'm planning on putting this up somewhere. I don't know where to put this up. It's gonna be expensive as fuck though, because it's gonna be 3 characters, and I'm fucking sure as hell I'm not setting myself up cheap for that. It's gonna be a bit cheap because it's your character here, and that's how they are. But 100% on board, hell yeah. So, like, I think, if I'm right, how people do your character here is they're usually like, they're either like complete just this kind of base, or a fully lined up body with a blank face. I'm not entirely sure how to do it yet, but I'm gonna figure that out probably at some point. I don't know how to price it though. We'll see how it goes. I just thought it's fun. I'm glad that you are 100% on board on this, because I thought it was a great idea, but I also thought I'm stupid, and this might be a bit offensive to some people, especially because I don't really make gay media. So complete with overlay Majalah Lawas, fuck yeah, I want that. Fuck it, that would be so funny if I did that. But also maybe not. I don't know. The only real reason also why I'm not completely keen on making this is because I'm scared. I'm not sure if I should. But I'll probably run this with some people and see how it works. See how it goes. Yeah, well, I'll run this with my friend right now. I'm gonna run this with my friends right now. Oh! Oops, my bad. I'm running this on my to my friend, and I'm gonna find out that someone else is already doing this in the local market. And I'm gonna be like, fuck no, I thought I was smart, that I was original, damn it. This looks great. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna make this smaller actually. Alright. Should probably change the color. Green is not working. Hey, nice to see you again. Hey, Nintendo 50, welcome. Hi, Irashai. Thank you for coming and thank you for the help. Anyway. Okay. Hey, do you guys have any character that you want me to draw? Anyone. Could be anyone. I just need to draw something. I just need to sketch something to get my mind out of the ruts. May I ask for a certain green garden cat? Green garden cat is your cat? Yes? Your character? Oops, okay. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, okay. Okay, it's not on your Verd account, yes. So it should be here. Just gonna see if I can find any. Perhaps that's a good one. Gonna have to make sure that I don't accidentally put something I shouldn't put on stream. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. I promise that I'm gonna change the song, so give me a bit. Give me a little bit as what are these sketches that I don't think I've ever seen? That's crazy. Okay, anyway, there we go. Let's have a bit of a fun. I am gonna ruin your brain. I'm gonna make you have an earworm to this one song by looping it non-stop, because this is how I listen to this song. You're like a fanfare. 夢と希望、そしてユートピアへようこそ。 It's a show time. It and green out, yeah. Illumination. 準備はいいかな、連れてくよ。Welcome to the parade. そっちに何かい、僕に預けてくれないかい。ご覧よ、なんかじゃないよ。エキセントリックパレード。いるだららららからいっぱいに。遊ぼうよ with me, let's go. Welcome to the parade. 気づいてるよ。もっともっと笑えますように。そう決めたよ。未来作る。I am a sucker for fur coats. Specifically fur color coats. Not full fur coat. 僕に預けてくれないかい。ご覧よ。なんかじゃないよ。Let me also check. How did I do that one? Wait, I can't check it now because I'm on stream. Shit. I'll check on this one. Yeah. I think... Okay, I just need to make sure that I don't think too hard. I need to clean my mind as I do this. It's so hard to clean my mind, to have a clean mind doing this. Just a clean... no thoughts, head empty, sketching. And you can... It's a show time. I keep looping this, but I keep somehow forgetting the lyrics. It's so bad. I need to focus on actually remembering it. Illumination. This should be a bit over here. Also, I ran it through my friend and they said that it's a great idea. Fuck. So as a boy, you're with me, let's go. Welcome to the parade. 僕はちゃんと気づいてるよ。笑顔が似合う君。もっともっと笑えますように。ご覧よ、繋がっていく。笑顔なななな。エキセントリックパレード。Well, this is Verd's character, so I have to make sure it's a bit spicy, yeah? Karadatte, mamoru, so 決めたよ。未来作る。なれるんだよ。ありがとう。さあ行くよ。さも Welcome to the parade。僕に預けてくれないかい。ご覧よ。Chat, what does he mean by that? What do you think I meant by that? 約束と君とわずかななななななな。そして憧れに届く場所、ユートピアへようこそ。Anytime you're tired of this song, feel free to raise your hand and I'll consider changing it. Just consider. Woo! Woohoo! Go down your 笑顔の渦をI'll make an exception and color the eyes. I love coloring only the eyes. It's a bit of a thing that I do. Well, yep. And then we'll shadow this bit over here because there's that entire head. Arigato, じゃあ行くよ、さも Welcome to the parade その大事な願い僕に預けてくれないかい描ききれそうなワクワク青く青く講座へ飛ばそうご覧よ笑顔の渦をなんかじゃないよAlright, this looks good. ほっと今日はもう別れの時間鳴りやまぬカーテンコール How did I color the hair? Oh, I didn't. Okay. I guess all I did was just like add a bit of this. 元気が出ない時は僕が力になるよさあ行くよ Come on Welcome to the parade ならならならなその大事な願い僕に預けてくれないかい弾けれそうなワクワク青く光る大空青く光る大空へ飛ばそうご覧よ生まれ変わってく笑顔の渦を君は一人なんかじゃないよLucky lucky でcookieな Vicky's always with you エキセントリックパレード Alright, that's your cat. Verd. Thank you, great cat. Hell yeah. You are welcome. Oh, you know what? Fuck it, I might as well also do this. This feels a bit important. There we go. And yep. Yippee. Anyway, for those that missed it in the beginning of the stream, I talked a bit about the situation with the urgent commission and how grateful I was with how quickly it cleared by you guys. Thank you so much. My family would have been in a bad spot if that didn't work out. I'm gonna be for real. It was really out of nowhere. Right, let's see, what next? Alright, chat. Anyone else you want me to draw? If not, then I'm gonna take a bit of a break. Actually, I will still take a bit of a break anyway, but I'm just gonna still request, see if you want to have anything for me to draw. But for now, I'm gonna continue GBF. Yes! No! Maximum level? Fuck! Oh no. Hang on. Do I have audio capture on this thing? Oh, come on. Come on, man. Da. Holy moly. What do I need to do? Fuck. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Oh, hello. I believe now there's a bit of a thing that I can do, which is... Yes. Complete the quest, force you to lead. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Tell me. Oh my god. Accepting the request, Grano and the crew have traveled to Golan's Island and exterminated a large monster on the outskirts of town. The townspeople are grateful that the long-standing threat has been dealt with. Treat the crew to a celebration in a local tavern. Alright, I forgot. Rank up quests are never voiced. Eat as much as you like. There's plenty of food for you saviors of Hambletown. Shuck, we were just doing our job. Fuck, I can't speak Vern. It's crazy to see you take it on serious size. It's true. In contrast to the drunken, happy revelry surrounding him, the captain appears oddly ill at ease. Truth is, you're wondering if to be a better captain you need other skills besides whacking things with your weapon. Noggin is the best tool, that's not what you're looking for. Oh god, there she is again. Nanto ka, kyudaiten ka ne. Yes, she says that. I can't help but overhear troubles out to be again. Of course, it's a trouble many of us go through when we're at the right age. The solution depends on what actions you decide to take hereafter. If you're serious about finding an answer, then I'd be happy to lend you something that'll help. What do you say? Yes. That's a good look in your eyes. You'll go far with determination like that. You got spunk too, not afraid to challenge the unknown. Yes, I like you. A large square board accompanied by several different kinds of small figurines. Monopoly? A board game? This is the battle board, passed down through generations of our town. As you can see, it's meant to simulate a battleground. This explains that it's meant for a strategy game in which the pieces are moved atop the board according to specific rules. Sorry, chess. You're making me play chess. So let me zoom on my art. I just realized on the preview it looks like that. You're making me play chess. Is this really It is a test to see if you hold the wisdom necessary to dominate the battlefield and the good fortune to counteract the unpredictable. Both are unnecessary for assured victory. What? Nani? Oh, Dare, it's the old woman again. I am the will that resides in this vessel, and my duty is to ascertain true strength. Oh, a lancer. Oh, sorry, dragoon. The rifleman watches over the battlefield, looming like a storm. All beasts who trespass upon their territory invite an early demise. The lancer charges through the battlefield, beast-like in fury. Their pointed weapons pierce even the swiftest of gales. The shadowy figure seems to grow and undulate with power when it finishes speaking. Staring unflinchingly ahead, Granat takes a breath and nods. Your nerves are steeled. Good. It has been centuries since the last trial. Oh, and I am eager to savor this one. It is time to commence. Oh, I'm actually doing it. I cannot escape the old woman. It's always her, she's always there. The swan, the rider, is strong against the rifleman and weak against the lancer. Oh god, it's chess. Oh gods. Wait. No, it's not chess. I'm sorry. You know what this is? It's... Janken じゃねえかこれ. This is just ini rock paper scissors. Janken. Gunting kertas batu. Okay, it's just pink right now. I forgot what the weaknesses are. I imagine this then. Let's see. Yes, I'm right. Okay. Oh, I don't know what she's gonna come up with. Okay, how about this? Gunting. Thank you, Dintoni. Thank you. Fuck. Wait, I did it actually. The mind games. We'll do this. Ah. Equally matched. But I don't know what she's gonna come up with, so it's really just... Damn it. Watch this. Lancer. Damn it! Okay. What? Okay. Okay. Alright. I got this. I got this. I know what to do. I'm sure I can do this. So, I'm gonna assume... Is this completely random or not? Only one way to find out. If she comes out with the gunman, the rider. Okay, so it's completely randomized. This is fully random. There's no way for me to game this. Shit. Oh no, this is fully random. I have no idea how she's gonna come out. Fuck. I mean, surely at some point she's gonna... Lancer again. Damn it. Oh man, come on. Shit. I have to win. I can't like win out of 5. It has to be like a complete win. So this is crazy. There must be a way to figure this out somehow. I'm gonna always start with the rider. Okay, and she comes up with Lancer. I'm gonna assume... Now, if this is not completely random, how about this? She comes up with Lancer, which means I might go with this next, which means she's gonna go with this next, which means I need to go with this, right? Or am I crazy? No, it's Lancer again. I'm being played somehow. I just don't know how. I am being played, what the fuck? Okay. That's one. Damn. Never mind. Yikes. Wait, I lose in 3. Yo, bitch, I lose in 3. Well, she has to... Well, I have to win like 4 or 5? Come on. You're kidding. What a fun game of rock, paper, scissors. Is this fully straight up just rock, paper, scissors? Oh my, I cannot believe this shit. I need to be lucky. Damn it. Lancer. Alright then, how about this? Oh, come on. You're kidding me. Oh, come on. Pick rifle, I know you want to. Fuck me. I cannot believe this game. Holy shit. I cannot believe this. You're gonna watch me play this. You're gonna watch me play rock, paper, scissors for a while now. For a little bit here. It's just gonna be this game. Yes, I know. Win 3 out of 5. Oh, I do have to win 3 out of 5. Okay. It's just 3 out of 5. It shouldn't be too bad. Okay, 1. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. How about this then? Okay, good. Please. Yes! I did it! Fuck! It's 3 out of 5! No! Oh. Oh my god, finally. Finally, with little ingenuity and luck. Oh my god. Excellent performance. I acknowledge your superior prowess. The shadowy figure gazes upon its defeated pieces and speaks, fond pride in its tone. Good old rock always wins. The path that brought you here will lead you further to unknown horizons. Budding hero of the future, I bid you to travel alongside trusted companions and continue treading such a path. May glory and greatness follow your every step. Behind the elderly woman, the shadow wavers and wanes. It fades away before long and Grun's vision turns dark. As a familiar voice calls out in concern, Dancho slowly returns to consciousness. Hey, you okay? You suddenly went all quiet on us. Fern explains that Dancho began to stare off into space after receiving a game piece from the elderly woman. Hearing this, the captain looks away from the board and glances around the tavern. Where did that old woman go? Huh, that's a good question. The game's still here. Did she forget and go home? Lydia and Vern ponder the woman's disappearance with visible confusion. The only evidence that she had been there at all is the board game sitting on the table, its pieces standing silent and still. Briefly wondering if the encounter was a strange dream, Dancho realizes the pieces atop the board are not in their starting positions. Instead, they show the results of the captain's victory. Through an old tests of wits and luck, the captain feels a new power brewing within. Where this newfound power will lead Captain Crew, only the future knows. Yay! Oh my god, okay. Whew. That did it. Thank god. Right. Having a bit of a... good old rock always wins. But I guess I should draw rock. Like a rock. With a dot pen. I love the dot pen to sketch. The world now has come and changes at hand. Destinies of love and dragon, the wake and the wait command. Oh dear. Right, whatever. eternal world. Oh, I fade into a third world. I know the world is unforgiving, and karma waves fade into a third world. You told me so, but I gave my word. How far away the ideal world. You told me so, but I gave my word. How far away the ideal world. Rock shouldn't have too much luster. But also still have some of it, because some rocks have a bit of a moisture on them. Rock. I won with rock. Rock good. This looks really good from far away. Like in this thumbnail. You can't see it, but like there's a thumbnail on the right. It looks really good. And there's changes at hand, destinies imposing dragons, awake and awake command. Right, I'm gonna hide all of this and see what else I can draw. Nani kakao kana? Nani kakao kana? Nani kakimashou ka? Wait, if I'm gonna be fighting the world, I might as well just put the audio on GBF, don't I? Yep. There. The world! I did not know he sound like that when he dies. That's so funny. We're gonna be hearing that a lot. Like at least 30 times. I hope you enjoy that. Oh yeah, there's a Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood collab right now. Maybe I should roll. Maybe I should roll on stream. Maybe that'll give me some luck.
かっこいいとこ見せとくれ。まずは深呼吸さ。からくりの出番だね。夜食でも食べるとしよう。邪魔するでない。これはどう？
Sana koこんな感じかな。Anak yan.
受けてみるかい？
Cause like, kan saya pa di sini.
容赦はしないわ。ていていてい。よっ、そらてい。
I'm thinking the wings are here.
すべてわらわにめでさせよ。
Maybe? I don't know.
緑化人花の縁。新章出没。タイダルワード。
Maybe? Never thought about this too much. But how it would look like from the back. I really should have, but you know. Oh well.
容赦はしないわ。これでも必要な騎士なんでね。よっ、そらてい。容赦はしないわ。迎え撃ちましょう。
Hey, it's been a while. Hello, Pepe Okatsu. Welcome to the konnichiwa. Good konnichiwa, actually. Good afternoon.
団長を眺めるとしよう。てよって俺タイダルワード。
I'm doing a bit of a...
受けてみるかい？
trying to get out of a rut.
これでも必要な騎士なんでね。受けてみる
Rust.
かい？
Trying to oil my gears. Sketching stream. Wow. I have Pepe Efren in the background. Do you still remember me? Perhaps. Your name is very familiar. But I have a very bad memory with people or like, well, things. So I have to look at your channel activity for a bit. まずは深呼吸さ。からくりの出番だね。濡れるのは苦手？よっよっよっよっ、そらよっ。容赦はしないわ。 Alright. わらわにめでさせよ。緑化人花の縁。容赦はしないわ。 受けてみるかい？ It's been almost like 6-7 months ago since I hang around here a lot. Yeah, there's like a chat activity on the what's it called? A low energy art stream, which is exactly something I would do. Which is exactly something I'm doing. Maybe I should do a high energy art stream at some point. That's gonna be a different one. Yeah, that'll be a surprise if I randomly had a stream that just says high energy art stream. High energy Genki Genki Ano. That'll be funny.
この力は理想のために。
Is the world ready for Genki Ano? Let me ask the world. Oh, not too bad, he says.
団長を眺めるとしよう。まずは深呼吸さ。からくりの出番だね。夜食でも食べるとしよう。邪魔するでない。これはどう？
Here we go. Dopamine maxing stream, that's crazy.
受けてみるかい？
dopamine maxing stream would be a stream where I put up like key jingling things like subway runners on the side and a lot of other things on the side like ADHD material, all that stuff to keep the attention going, keep the attention slash retention. That would be what kind of stream that is. You know, her with how big her boobs are, it should be visible from the back, but because of the fact that she has wings, you can't really see it. Like normally it would be visible because of the coat and the wings, you can't see it from the back, so that's unfortunate. Subway Surfer Minecraft parkour clip, that's crazy. You have bilateral cover plate, Peglin, Grand Blue, Subway Surface, baby sensitive images visible on the screen while you're also drawing. That's crazy. I don't have Peglin. I don't think I can have Clover Pit in the background. I can have Ball X Pit in the background and have it play the autoplay function. That's something. Like Grand Blue Fantasy is autoplay in general already. Like this. Baby sensitive images may be a bit much. I think I did this one stream last time, one time where I played TFT while also having Grand Blue on the side, so that's fun. Maybe one day I can do something like that again. Sorry. That's actually, I think I would generally fry my produce stimulant wheel. I love his voice. That's so funny. He's so funny. Right. It's getting a bit hot, hang on. Right. Yan, kipas. Panas pejir. You know, I think my art is pretty good. Every once in a while, I look at my own drawing and I think, you know what, I think I'm pretty good at this. Might not be the best, but I'm good enough. I guess. Lelah gawe nya bisa slow living dengan rumah 2 lantai terus di sebelahnya ada kosan, depan kosannya bisnis Indomart sama laundry biar bisa claim passive income. Not that again. There's this image that was 3 gallons for this crazy. There's this like image that a photo actually of a convenience store, and right behind it is a kosan or a low income one room apartment type of deal. There's usually like the shape of a house, not like an apartment. And then right behind it is a gated 2-story house owned, which is probably, and like this is all in the same patch of land. It's all like a straight in. So the people who live in the 2-story house are the ones who own the people who own the 2-story house are also the one who own the apartment and also the convenient market. Yeah, the landlord life, the dream of being able to just sit around and let other people work for you and do nothing, the absolute passive income. Yeah, I think about this all the time. I think about people who have who are landlords. I bet being a landlord is nice. Like I bet it's... What is this? Oh, it's like a reference to how nurse caps are supposed to look like. Oops, hang on. The Indonesian dream. God. Imagine. There we go. Something like this. Cool. Let me save all this. Doodles. Shaded sketches. In contrast, work is making work 12, 14 hours every day, and man, I'm truly experiencing what it feels like to be in a nation. Oh well. Oops. Yeah. It definitely feels that way when I was doing a 9 to 5 too. For us, the minimum wage is crazy though. God. That sucks. Huh. I see. I'm sorry. I'm looking up Twitter and seeing news.
団長を眺めるとしよう。まずは深呼吸さ。からくりの出番だね。夜食でも食べるとしよう。邪魔するでない。これはどう？受けてみるかい？濡れるのは苦手？容赦はしないわ。てい！そらそら。よっそら。容赦はしないわ。どう？わらわにめでさせよ。緑化人花の縁。
Sorry, what for free? Oh, is it because I was stretching? Oops, my bad. My bad, it will happen again. Let's see. For free is crazy though. Found out something called usuhoso is which is exactly the type of stuff that I like, which is crazy. Because I've always had an affinity towards light-haired characters and very thin characters, and usuhoso is exactly that, like light-colored, both in skin, like pale, both the skin and the hair color, and hoso as in like thin, like almost bone thin. That's crazy. Oh my god, I just saw I'm looking at the post of someone who has bought like a bunch of books from Komifuro, and it is insane. Oh my god, I want that book so much. There's like an Idol Master Oneloli book, which is a Mika and Miria book from this JF, and I wish I got that. God, there's so many books from Komifuro that no one is scanning. Shinosawa Hiro? Yes, exactly, Shinosawa Hiro. But like, oh my god, that's a crazy cover too. There's a crazy cover on that one. This one's great too. There's so many loot books, maybe even not just loot books, but like a lot of loot books from Komifuro is just not scanned by anyone and not uploaded anywhere. There's no digital selling or anything too a lot of the time, so I cannot be buying them. Sometimes they don't even get a reprint. I just wish I could get them, but I can't. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? That looks so cool. Fuck! That's an amazing Gakumas book. At least at the cover anyway. Fuck! Is that another Idol Master book? Fuck! That's crazy. There's so many Idol Master books. Not that many, but you know, 2, 3. How many Idol Master books that I see here? There's 1. Namuko. Wait, sorry. Cinderella Girls. So, what is Cinderella Girls? I forgot. Cinderella Girls is not Tsubasa. Mishiro. Okay, Cinderella Girls. And then Gakumas. 1 Cinderella Girls. Okay, and then Gakumas. Another one. Let's see what else is there. Another Gakumas. And then Idol Master. I think that's also Cinderella Girls. So 2 Cinderella Girls and 3 Gakumas books. That's crazy. Oh, and then there's this amazing... fuck. Fuck. That's amazing. That's that hits. That's a dostraiku. That hits my zone. That's an art style that hits my... makes me hard, or as some say, pre. I'm joking. I'm not joking.
わらわにめでさせよ。
I'm not joking. It riles me up looking at just looking at the art style. But you know,
花の
what can I do? Speaking of which, Shinosawa Hiro. Let's see. Imagine going back in time, 15 Island Master. Imagine going back in time and Island Master is still thriving. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see, Shinosawa Hiro. Did I ever draw Shinosawa Hiro? I think I did it like once. Going back in time 15 years saying Island Master is still thriving in 2026. That's crazy. I believe Idol Master is part of the big three, yeah? Which is like Toho, Idol Master, and a Vocaloid. Or at least I guess now we call them Kryptoloids.
受けてみるかい。これでも必要な騎士なんでね。そらて容赦はしないわ。
Okay.
すべて洗い流すわ。よっ、そらよっ。
What a interesting hair she got there.
受けてみるかい。迎え撃ちましょう。受けてみるかい。そら容赦はしないわ。見事ね。容赦はしないわ。よっよっ容赦はしないわ。
So her hair goes like this, and then there's a separate piece of, yeah, cause like her ears are shown here, right? Her one ear actually, not ears. Oh my god, she even has like one ear showing. Sorry. Sorry. You know, I don't think I've like so I've never really buy a lot of books from local events, both porn and non-porn. Both, you know, mature and all ages or whatever. I really support people who make books. And it's been like, I've been like trying to make sure that I try to buy books as much as I can. I try to make sure that I only buy merch stuff if it's of a character or a series that is like rarely sold, or like the art is amazing and I really want it, or I just really love the characters / series. There's this amazing ashtray merch of Shinosawa Hiro in this JF actually, and it's like it is hitting straight in my sadistic tendencies. It is riling my sadistic tendencies, but unfortunately I don't smoke. I hate smoke. I hate cigarettes. No hate for the people who smoke, but people who smoke can smoke outside of my influence, outside of where I breathe. Thank you. Obviously I'm not gonna say this to my parents or anything, or my family, but you know. If it is possible for me to not have to breathe smoke, then I will not breathe smoke. However, the idea of Shinosawa Hiro's mouth as an ashtray, mouth/tongue as an ashtray, riles my sadistic tendency. It is insane. I wish Like, I almost wish that I smoke so I can actually buy that and have a use for it, but I do not. I saw that insane idea. I know! Oh, my god. Shirasawa Hiro really, like, everything about her just riles up the inner sadism that one can have, or that I have. Like the way she reacts to people's, well, the producer, I guess, at least. The producer's, words. The things that she does and how she says things is just like, ugh. It really gets to me. Sometimes I forget that I have sadistic tendencies, and then this girl shows up, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, guess I'm still an S. I'll make her smile, actually. I'll make her look a bit sick. Hell yeah. Well, no way I can do what you're asking me to do. That's way out of my league. Happy, excited. That's real. It's like the way she says it's like, Papa, she has this quality to her where, to her voice, because of how weak she is. She speaks like this all the time, like with almost no energy, but she always like sounds so excited at the same time. Not necessarily low energy, she just sounds quiet. And she would say things like that, but not in a bratty way, but in a oh no, you're horrible, and she tries to do it. Right, let's see. She's basically like, what if darkness from Konosuba, but thin and chill, instead of like being a disgusting pervert. Instead of just being an outright drooling disgusting pervert, she's like chill about it. But the worst that she says and her actions are clearly masochistic.
夜食でも垂れるとしよう。邪魔するでない。これはどう？受けてみるかい？濡れるのは苦手？容赦はしないわ。ストラストラよっ。ストラストラストラ。オレオレドンドン。容赦はしないわ。一丁やわらわにめでさせよ。
Multiply over here, and
薬花
then
人花の縁。新章出没。タイダルワード。
let's see.
かっこいいとこ見せとくれ。よっ、ていよっ。ああ、オレ。ああ、オレ。容赦はしないわ。
God, sounds are not coming out of my throat whenever I'm humming. It's really bad. Like I can't just hum normally. I have to hum on a specific a specific range, or else no sound is gonna come out. I wish I know how to fix that. I don't know if I could. Doesn't seem like something I could fix. At least not now, anyway.
すべて洗い流すわ。ストラよっ。タイダルワード。
I kind of want to change element because water. I'm getting a bit bored of hearing the water characters. But then again, my water is probably my strongest right now. So.
よっ、ストラよっ。オレ。ドンドン。容赦はしないわ。
I low-key want to play the songs that are the Gakuma songs that are on YouTube and see what happens to my stream. Cause they're, I know they're game songs. Game songs are usually fine, but they're also, you know, licensed songs. In the conventional sense, so it's probably not a great idea. But I'm curious if I could play them or not. Blasted of Existence by Bamco is my guess. Yeah, makes sense. Bamco is pretty wild. But at the same time, it is on YouTube. Like on a channel instead of like, you know. I don't know, we'll find out I suppose. I could check. If I check on their YouTube and I found like a marker of like an auto song detection thing, that means it is the MCA. That means it has the MCA. It is gonna be detected by the MCA bots. Let me check. YouTube. I'm gonna play this with a different element. How about wind? Let's see. Gakuen Idol Master. Oh, the new opening is so good. The new opening for Gakuen Idol Master is so good. It's crazy. Okay, it attacks the game. At least the video shows the game. How about this? The songs. Will it say anything? Okay, the music shows up So that means it is DMCA able. Probably. Unfortunate. See, it's interesting because these songs are out on YouTube like as a full version instead of like as just a short version. Because like with the other Idol Masters, usually the ones that the videos that can stay on YouTube are the short versions. But the Gakuen Idol Master songs, they're actually the full version of the song. So it makes me think that I have a chance of playing the song on my channel, on my streams. But that's just how I think about it. You know what? I'm getting tired of hearing the world. Mute. Let's hear something else. Here's a fun one. This is the battle theme, the battle OST for Sanctity is Forbidden or Sanctity Forgotten. I was gonna try to see what the Japanese name for Sanctity Forgotten is, but they don't say it in the wiki, which is unfortunate. I'm just curious what it is called in Japanese. Oh, sorry, in the wiki it actually says Prosperity Verboten. Is it Sanctity? Is it Prosperity? I don't know. Anyway. Oh no, this is definitely Sanctity Forgotten. Prosperity Forgotten is fire. Sanctity Forgotten is dark. You know what? My art's great. I'm gonna keep saying this until I truly believe that my art is good. It's the only way. You may notice that this music sounds pretty much like Doom, which is probably on purpose. Probably. All of the Taboo Raid series have a distinctly different music style compared to the rest of Granblue Fantasy. This one specifically has this style. At least I think so. At least like this one I think is at the very least this one, you know, is very different from the rest of Granblue. Right, I think this is pretty good so far. And I've been streaming for. It says I've been drawing for 1 hour 37 minutes on this, and I've been streaming for 2 hours. So I think it's a pretty good time for me to call it here. This is probably a bit too much detail, but also it's kind of nice. This is a pretty good this is very similar to the example that I made. This is a bit too simple. This is also a bit too simple, but also nice to look at. So this is probably a good this Shinosawa Hero one is a pretty good one to base it on. And this one, the Green Garden Cat, is also a very good one to base it on. I mean, like the shading and also the level of sketching. This one is a bit too detailed, not too sketchy, a bit too much, and also like the shading is too rendered. Not what I want. I want it to be like shaded sketch. I know I'm asking for like $15, but you know, whatever. And this is just a rock. This has nothing to do with my shaded sketch thing. Alright, else. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I'll see you guys in well, next time I stream. God knows when that's gonna be. I'm gonna go back to it. Probably gonna be working. Maybe I'm gonna watch stuff. Oh, speaking of watching stuff,